So we've had new double glazed windows fitted down at the mansion. We had 4 replaced. Those are 3 of the top sections of them. They were big windows as well. They were like, I think they were something like 7 foot by 5 foot, or 7 foot by 4 foot. And the main panes of glass were like about 5 foot or something like that, or just shy of 5 foot square. 5 by 4 maybe, something like that. But we've got them, and I brought them down to the plot because we're going to be using them for kind of coal frames and stuff like that. 6 sheets of glass there. So I've been mithered a little bit because I had to take the little farmer to a birthday party, which was no great shakes. We went roller skating over in Atherton, and at the Atherton roller rink, which is great actually. I've not been roller skating. I think I only went once when I was a child. I think it was once or twice when I was a little boy, probably about the same age as the little farmer. And I haven't done it for ages. And when you first get on the, I mean, I had a go myself. Some of the mums and dads were being a bit bashful, so me being me, I just thought, well, I'll get on it. And there was a couple of other people as well that jumped in. Cason's dad and one of the other, I think it was one of the girls' dads as well. He claimed it was his first time, but mate, it was like Nureyev. He was all over the. I thought, come on, no way. Anyway, so we had a go, we had a laugh. So that took a couple of hours out of the day, and plus mitheration with the window fitting lads. Obviously, I had to point out where they'd missed up the caulking and all that kind of stuff. And one of the panes one of the glass sections of the top section of the rear of the property. Had a crack in it. I said, well, what's going on with it? Oh, well, we'll fix it next week. I said, oh, that's all right. And anyway, Mrs. Farmer said, we've got to pay him at the end. I said, yeah, at the end when that glass is fixed at the top. And so we had a word with the main lad there, and he said, oh, well, can you not pay like the majority of it, and then you know, withhold a couple of, which we had to do in the end, because they did do a good. It wasn't the lads' fault. The lads had done a good job of it, really. They've done a pretty good job of it in the end. Yeah, crack in the glass. Brand new windows. Supposed to be the top-notch ones, these as well, AAA rated. Anyway, we'll show you them another time. But anyway, we're getting on to the final stages now on the shed build. I know it doesn't look like I've done that much, does it, to that today? And I haven't really. I've only done about 4 hours or something today. I'm going to try and get the doors on tomorrow. But what we have done, which you can't probably tell there, is we've actually got glass in it. Look at that, we've got glass in it. Look at that glass. Massive pane of glass, that. Over 6 feet. Over 6 feet, that. The keen-eyed amongst you can see me. Hi. There'll be a big reveal once I've lost another stone and a half and got my tooth sorted out and all that. I'm missing a tooth. And all that carry on. Physically, I'm feeling a lot better though, strangely, because all this work that we've been doing down at the farm has made me lose weight. I wasn't especially fat lad, but because I'm quite big boned as well. But at my fattest pomp, I was 18 stone 2, and I got weighed the other day after all the work we've been doing the last sort of 10 or 11 weeks down on the plot since we bought it, rented it. I mean, I've lost quite a lot of weight. I was 15 stone 1 this morning, and it's only through grafting and perhaps skipping the odd meal because I've been down here not eating, and been getting stuck into the digging, the planting, the building and everything, that it's happened. But yeah, I'm like 15 stone 1. If I get down to about 14 stone, that'll be the lightest I've been since my teens. So perhaps I don't want to get down to that, because I was playing quite a bit of sport, kind of like rugby, and I used to like playing tennis and a lot, and you know, I was quite physical when I was a kid, and I'm still pretty physical. I'm trying to get back into that physicality and that sort of motion and muscle memory, and getting in as good nick as you can when you're pushing 50. And the organic growing and food that we're eating is helping quite a lot, being more plant-based and stuff like that. Although I have still got a sweet tooth, although I shouldn't, because I'm type 2 diabetic. Joy of joys. So I got diagnosed about 2 years ago, so that's why we went on the sort of like lose weight and eat more healthy. Carry on. Anyway, I digress. So that's where we're up to on the shed. It's looking like a shed now, or it's looking like a less of a guard post and more like a structure that you would probably want to spend some time in. So yeah, it's all by the shouting. The roof's got to be felted tomorrow, but I've got all the sealant for it and everything down there. The adhesive, it's well sealed. It's had a couple of jointings and painting ups. I have put another coat on this front end as well, on the red cedar. But what I did there in that gap above, the idea of this is that because the windows are so big, you're going to get quite a lot of sunlight coming through those. And in the summertime, that might be actually more intense than you'd want it. So I'm going to put blinds or blackout curtains or something like that on the inside of these glass windows, but I thought I'll leave the polycarbonate in there to allow some diffused light to get through, and you know, it's still got to be light enough in there to see what you're doing without the full glare of the sun. So that's the idea of that polycarbonate that's fixed into there. It's been masticed with the clear on the back face of that as it sits into the noggins, but it's also going to be fixed from the front as well, either by having some beading going across there and at the sides, or maybe even just, I don't know, getting those plastic roofing screws, you know, with the little round grommet thing on that you do the roofing with, just to fix through there and set it properly, just in case we get Hurricane Gilbert flying up our bumholes and it knocks them out. But we're going to get it as solid as possible. These windows are a triumph as ever. When I say as ever, you know what I mean. But they've worked out well. I'm quite pleased with the windows. Mick gave us a lift with them, putting them in. I did the reliefs and everything for him. So what we did with these ones is we put the external seated reliefs on the outside of it first, measured exactly where these windowsills were going to go, and the cutaway in the windowsill on the outside is the exact same depth as oh God, I can't think, it's been a really long day today. There's these on the outside, basically. These ones on the inside are slightly wider than the ones on the outside, because we've got them from two different places. But it fits out all right. And so once they're in, we were using this stuff, which is the Unibond bathroom and kitchen sealant. Stops mould as well. It's about £6 that. But in B&Q it's about £10 odd. But I got it for